everyone, Francine here. Today we're gonna talk about how to get to Oviedo. So you're coming from anywhere around the globe and you wanna go to Oviedo to start your Camino Primitivo. That's great. Some people wanna explore Europe first and there's nothing wrong with that. Just do it your own way. Well, I didn't have a lot of time, so I wanted to get there the easiest way possible, and I also was trying to do it on a budget, and then I pretty much decided based on flight costs and how to get there faster. I'm coming from Canada, and I found that the best options were either flying to Barcelona or flying to Madrid. Since in Madrid there's a lot of options between train and flights and buses, I decided to go to Madrid. At the time I had no clue how to get to Oviedo, and it was really hard for me to figure that out. That's why I decided to make this video. And it was already really close to my trip, and it was kind of almost like a last minute decision. So I thought Madrid was a good option. It would give me enough time to decide how to get there. So once you're in Madrid, you can either take the train, and the train company is called Renfe, R-E-N-F-E, but I will show you guys the app. Or you can take the bus. It's Alsa, A-L-S-A. Or you could just fly. If you're flying, you can fly to Oviedo, Asturias Airport. The airport code is OVD. And it's about, if you get the direct flight, it's about an hour, 15 minutes only. Once you get there, you still have to take the bus though, from the airport to the city center. It comes every hour, and it's about $5 or $8. I'm not sure, but cheap. And it takes about 40 minutes. The train, Renfe, there's lots of options. They vary from 30 euros all the way to 100 euros. It will really depend on how far in advance you're buying the ticket and what class of ticket do you want. I will be showing you guys how to buy the tickets in a minute, so don't worry about that. And same thing with the bus. The bus has several options on seats and what kind of bus you want, if you want an overnight bus and if you want to sleep on the bus. Anyway, the prices will range anywhere from 17 euros to, I believe it was 60 or 70 euros. But once you open the app, you'll be able to see the prices and the times and the stations. The prices for the buses also change according to the station, and the same thing with the length of time, because that will influence the number of stops the bus will be taking. But I will show you guys a little bit of that once we get to the app. Let's have a look. In my case, I'm gonna be going from Madrid, and I was torn, like, should I take the train? Should I take the bus? So like I said, the train is Renfe. You can download the app on your phone, then you set your destination, Oviedo, and I just want one way. I'm gonna be going from Madrid, and this happens a lot, so really keep an eye. At least on my app, every time it defaults back to the day before. So let's say I want to go April 25th, and I just want one way, and I'm one adult. Confirm, search. Look at the top. It comes back to Wednesday the 24th. So keep an eye if you're trying to buy your train ticket about that, and then fix it to the correct date. So double check the top. In my case, I want to go the Thursday, for example. I do want to spend some time enjoying Madrid in the morning, so I'm gonna choose this one from 3 p.m. And then there are all the options, basic, a better one that Elige, I think you say, that you can change one time. You can get partial reimbursement, 70%, and you can get a bag for up to 25 kilos, and the comfort with that is like the fancier ones. But anyway, let's go with the medium just for presentation. Once you get here, you have to click on passenger to confirm your personal identification, like your name, your passport. You do have to, or whatever ID you're using, you do have to enter that. So I'm gonna quickly pause here because I don't want to show my personal information. You go click there and you confirm all your personal information. You see how now there's a check mark beside there. Then you can continue and you can choose all the add-ons. Like Pax Superflex will, for 10 euros, will let you do unlimited changes, or you can just choose unlimited changes for 5, or you can change the departure time for another 5. You can pay another 5 to get full reimbursement, 5 for seat selection, and so on and so forth. Pets and bikes, whatever you're gonna need. Let's say you wanna do a seat selection because you like sitting on the window and you wanna stay closer to the bar. And then you confirm. Once you do that, it's really cool because at the top here, you can see how it shows the carriages. So you can see some people like to stay in the middle, closer to the middle of the train because it's the safest spot. Some people want to stay closer to the bar or the bathroom, whatever the option is. Whatever is showing gray is because it's not available. And it's interesting once you change the carriage, see how it changes at the top as well. You can only pick the seats that are in red. So see, this is for a week and a half away and a lot of it's taken already. There's very few left. Wow, full train. But let's say I want 7A, select seat, and then continue. If you still want to customize more things, you can just click there and it will go back to that. But if you don't, you just continue to payment and then you choose how you want to pay, etc., etc. You want to also check out the bus options, and it's Alsa. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. And you go on the app, you can choose to allow or not notifications. For some reason it didn't show for me. And then you put where you're coming from. Todas las estaciones mean all stations. And then put the date and find best fare. Same thing, it's gonna show you all the bus options and different prices. You will show the time as well as which station is coming from and the length of time. If you want to check out the itinerary, you can. It's going to show you all the stops. You can see it on the map. Close over there. And yeah, Comfort is the comfortable bus. Super is like their top of the line. Once you know which one you want, you just go and click on I want it. For some reason, I'm not gonna go there because it's gonna show all my personal information. But you can see, you'll be able to see the length of time and the prices and choose what you want. And if you are staying somewhere in Madrid, you could also like double check the distance from the station to your hotel if that's the option you want to take. One thing I forgot to mention is if you go on your browser, you can go to this Rome to Rio, and that helps you have an idea of the different cities and different options. Let's say you are on a C, Barcelona to Oviedo, and if you want to search accommodations with it, you can check mark here and it will show options on Expedia. I don't, but yeah, see all options and see how it shows flying and train. It shows how long and range for costs. Let's see one fly. I'll still keep the 25th just for consistency. And then you can search different flights and it'll show the different prices. But really, for the flights, flying anywhere in Europe, it's usually really cheap. You can find one-way flights for $40 or $50 or under $100. You can typically find flights within Europe. So it really comes down to personal preference. The train is faster than the bus. The train is around 3.5 hours. The bus, let's say around 5.5 hours. So it would save you a couple hours. For the flights, you do have that extra. Even let's say the flight is 1:15, but you have to arrive an hour earlier or so at the airport, goes through security again. So some people don't like that. Or once you arrive at the airport in Asturias, you still have to take a bus, and the bus is another 40 minutes long. The bus just comes every hour. So you really will come down to personal preference. I wanted to experience sightseeing, being on the bus, being able to look out the window the whole trip. Whereas at the train, you're gonna have that portion underground. And I really didn't feel like it at this time. Plus the price was typically double. For example, my bus ticket was 17 euros and I included $1 for insurance, or €1 for insurance, €1 for being able to change the time, I believe. Anyway, it ended up being about $30 for the bus. And plus, I do like being on the bus. I do like looking outside the window. I do like the stop. It does do a 20-minute or so stop at a restaurant or cafeteria. So I do like that. So it really will come down to personal preference. It's your own Camino. Do what feels right for you. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it will be helpful for you in deciding what to do on your next Camino trip. And I'll see you there. Buen Camino. Bye.